Simpson Housing Services' mission is to provide shelter and affordable housing with support services to homeless men, women, and children, to assist individual families in their efforts to improve their life situations, and to advocate for their human and civil rights. Our immediate goal is to get people off the street. Our long-term goal is to ensure that people have the resources they need to move from homelessness to stability. The crisis of homelessness may seem overwhelming, but every individual served is a success story and a step towards the reality of ending homelessness. Simpson Housing Services has a reputation for serving people who are often the most difficult to serve, who hold the most significant barriers to self-reliance. The Single Adult Rental Assistance Programs provide support services and housing for more than 75 single adults who have experienced long-term homelessness, averaging more than 11 years. Simpson is known for its individualized support and for relationships between staff and clients that are based on mutual respect and understanding. Every night, Simpson offers a bed, a warm meal, a hot shower, and the simple dignity of being addressed by name to nearly 70 men and women of all backgrounds and situations. Our guests find a sense of community and words of encouragement in our men's and our women's shelters, and for a time, these folks have a place to call home. Simpson provides housing with services to more than 100 families. Children are the most negatively impacted by homelessness. The ongoing trauma of an unstable living situation makes their developing minds and bodies highly vulnerable to falling behind. Simpson works with the families in our family housing program to help the children to catch up. During the particularly harsh winter of 1981, members of Simpson United Methodist Church in South Minneapolis opened up their church basement to a group of single adults experiencing homelessness that were outside in the cold. And the Simpson Emergency Shelter and the first Simpson program was born. After 3 years of seeing what a tremendous need there was for these services, the program was expanded to include support services and transitional housing for adults and single-parent families. In 1993, Simpson Housing Services incorporated into an independent nonprofit. Since its inception, Simpson has expanded services to meet the needs of shelter guests and transitional housing residents in order to help them make the journey from homelessness to self-sufficiency. In 1999, in response to a lack of shelter beds, Simpson added a 20-bed women's shelter. Thanks to a generous donation by Gary Kurt and Bell Mortgage, Simpson administrative offices are now housed in a separate space near Pillsbury Avenue and Franklin Avenue in South Minneapolis. The Simpson Emergency Shelter was intended to be a temporary fix. 25 years later, sadly, there is greater need than ever for our services. Simpson Housing Services Incorporated currently serves hundreds of men, women, and children every day through our emergency shelters for single men and women, our family housing programs, and our highly successful rental assistance programs for long-term homeless singles and families.